I'm pleased to report that we have identified just 56 cases in the last 24 hours and conducted almost 8,000 tests. Alberta has now conducted more than 735,000 tests on almost 608,000 people. About 1 in 7 Albertans have now been tested at some point. Currently, 76 people are in hospital, including 19 in intensive care. Sadly, I must also report 2 additional deaths, one of them at the Good Samaritan Southgate Care Centre in Edmonton. There have now been 205 deaths in this province. Every one of them was someone who mattered, who loved and was loved in return. My heartfelt condolences go out to everyone who has lost a loved one to COVID-19 or any other cause during this pandemic. Today's case numbers continue a week-long trend of fewer than 100 new cases per day. I am cautiously optimistic that Albertans are taking health measures more seriously, including distancing, hand washing, and masking. Of course, we are not out of the woods yet. The spread of the virus over the coming weeks will depend on the choices we make this weekend and in the days and weeks ahead. Many recent cases have been linked to households or neighborhood clusters, which is a reminder that when you are feeling ill, it is important to not only stay at home, but also away from others in your household until your test results are available. The key message here is that everyone is still at risk of contracting COVID-19, even from family members and neighbors. We are now in the 6th month since this virus was first diagnosed in Alberta. I know that it has been a long, tough road. There has been a lot of talk about vaccines lately. There are a number being tested around the world that show promise, and I hope that a safe and effective one is identified as soon as possible. However, the focus on a vaccine can sometimes give a false confidence that the end of COVID-19 is just around the corner. It can make us think that if we resist changing our personal behavior for just a few more months, then a vaccine will arrive and we won't need to worry about modifying how we act. However, we cannot know when or if a highly effective vaccine will be identified. Even then, there is no way to know for sure when a vaccine would be available to Albertans. It may take multiple doses over many weeks for our immune systems to develop sufficient disease-fighting antibodies. The hard truth is that we will likely still be fighting COVID-19 in 2021, so we do need to build good daily habits now. This weekend, I am asking all Albertans to make one small change in their lives. If you don't have a mask, please get one. If you haven't instructed your kids on how to wear masks safely, take time to do that this weekend. If going out to eat, shop, or be in close contact with others, make sure you're feeling well. Wash your hands, carry hand sanitizer, and follow all the guidance that we've put out. We should feel collectively proud and take this as an encouragement to continue reinforcing those daily practices in our lives, because the future, and whether we have a big second wave, whether we have a series of small kind of ripples or smaller waves, that really is in our hands, and it's all up to how we interact with each other. And so that's, again, that message I would want to reinforce is what comes in front of us in our future is really up to us in terms of our case numbers. And we can, as has been shown over the last while, when we work together, we can bring our case counts down. I would like to recognize the many unsung heroes who have helped support us all during this pandemic. I want to say thank you to all the healthcare workers who continue to work hard screening and testing for COVID and treating patients. You are on the front line of this pandemic. Every one of the almost 10,000 recovered Albertans is your success story. Thank you for your work on this front, as well as your work to care for all the other health needs of Albertans during this new normal. I also want to thank the first responders, continuing care staff, and others who have continued to go above and beyond to help support our loved ones and ourselves. And thank you to the many others who are on the front lines of supporting our society. I'm talking about the truck drivers, grocery store clerks, retail cashiers, and service providers who are the reason that we can buy food and necessities, get our teeth fixed, our hair cut, and enjoy a meal we didn't have to cook, all in a safe way. I also want to recognize everyone working behind the scenes at Alberta Health Services, Alberta Health, Indigenous communities, and in the municipal and provincial government. The pandemic has brought a great deal of work for all of us, and I know that many people have been putting in long hours to keep all of our communities healthy and safe.